Get ready for the action, because the Cannes Film Festival is officially underway. We are diving straight into the intense debates happening right now as we look at the massive impact of artificial intelligence on filmmaking and the surprisingly quiet presence of major Hollywood studios this year.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we examine the growing fear among industry professionals as festival director Thierry Frémaux warns about job losses for dubbing artists, translators, writers, and actors due to emerging AI technology, and what the festival is doing to stand up for creative talent. Now, let's talk about the industry shakeup. Despite the absence of giants like Universal and Disney, American cinema is still making waves with titles like Paper Tiger and The Man I Love competing for the Palme d'Or, while the festival also brings back legendary directors like Hirokazu Koreeda and Pedro Almodovar. And finally, we look at the star power returning, featuring Catherine Deneuve, who is back in the spotlight, alongside the massive international sales success of Dennis Tu's IP Man, Kung Fu legend heading into the Cannes film market. Stay with us for the full breakdown. The Cannes Film Festival 2026 has officially commenced, marked by high-level debates concerning the disruptive impact of artificial intelligence on cinema and a noticeable absence of major Hollywood studios. The festival opened its annual celebration on the red carpets, drawing filmmakers and stars back to the Croisette amidst industry anxieties. Central to the opening discourse has been the rapid encroachment of AI tools in filmmaking. Festival director Thierry Frémaux voiced strong concerns over potential job losses for dubbing artists, translators, writers, and actors due to emerging technology. Frémaux asserted the festival's support for creative professionals, suggesting that films might eventually carry certifications indicating they were made without artificial intelligence. However, the complexity of the issue was highlighted by the organizers' simultaneous announcement of a new multi-year sponsorship with Meta, the company heavily invested in AI. This development follows controversy surrounding Steven Soderbergh's documentary, John Lennon: The Last Interview, which utilized AI-generated footage. The debate over AI in film echoes past turmoil, playing a central role in the 2023 Hollywood strikes. Earlier this year, thousands of French actors and filmmakers warned that AI tools were plundering creative talent. Meanwhile, the festival has seen a notable quiet from major U.S. industry players. No major studio has chosen to premiere a blockbuster, a pattern seen previously at film festivals. While Hollywood giants like Universal, Disney, and Warner Bros. Are absent, American cinema maintains representation with titles such as James Gray's Paper Tiger and Ira Sachs's The Man I Love competing for the Palme d'Or. Despite the studio void, the Croisette remains a hub for celebrity. The program features a reunion of the Fast and the Furious cast and the unveiling of John Travolta's directorial debut, Propeller One-Way Night Coach. The festival kicks off with the French film The Electric Kiss, with the main competition set to begin on Wednesday. The jury for this year's competition is led by South Korean filmmaker Park Chan-wook, joined by Hollywood star Demi Moore, signaling a significant shift in international influence at the festival. The 79th edition of the Cannes Film Festival is set to welcome back a host of celebrated filmmakers, reaffirming the festival's deep connections with the world of international cinema. As preparations for the event on the French Riviera intensify, several acclaimed directors are returning to the Croisette. Among the most anticipated returns is Japanese filmmaker Hirokazu Koreeda, who is competing for the Palme d'Or with his film Sheep in the Box. This marks his 11th appearance at Cannes, following his previous Palme d'Or win in 2018 for Shoplifters. Spanish director Pedro Almodovar is also making a return for his 11th participation with Amarga Navidad, continuing a significant relationship with Cannes that dates back to the late 1990s. which included accolades for films such as All About My Mother and Volver. Veteran German filmmaker Volker Schlöndorff is making a notable comeback with Le Bois de Clara. Having first attended the festival in 1966, the director previously secured the Palme d'Or in 1979 for The Tin Drum, returning nearly 5 decades later with a film examining key moments in German history. American director James Gray is also back in competition with Paper Tiger, a mafia drama featuring Adam Driver, Scarlett Johansson, and Miles Teller. Completing this roster of returning auteurs is Japanese director Kiyoshi Kurosawa, whose latest feature, Le Château d'Aryaquil, is scheduled to screen in the Cannes premiere section. The Cannes Film Festival will run from May 12 to 23, once again assembling some of the most influential names in global cinema. Catherine Deneuve, an enduring icon of French cinema, was recently featured in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, offering a candid look into her life, career, and complex public persona. The discussion took place in a relaxed setting at a boutique hotel in Cannes, accompanied by her dog, Jack, a Shiba Inu who remained attentive throughout. Deneuve, who is widely regarded as the face of France, has embodied a profound contradiction in her filmography, shifting seamlessly between romantic idealism, as seen in Jacques Demise' The Umbrellas of Cherbourg, and darker, more provocative roles in films like Roman Polanski's Repulsion and Louis Buñuel's Belle de Jour. This duality has cemented her status as an embodiment of French cinema's conflicting nature. Returning to the festival as a working actor, Deneuve is currently involved in 2 official competition films, the ensemble drama Parallel Tales from Asghar Farhadi and Gentle Monster, where she plays the mother of Leia Seydoux. She emphasized the necessity of even small roles, stressing that the relevance of a character hinges on whether their removal impacts the narrative. Her Cannes journey is deeply intertwined with her legacy, beginning with the Palme d'Or win for The Umbrellas of Cherbourg. She reflected on the transformative experience of that victory and the impact of later festival moments, including the jury selection for Pulp Fiction, where she presented the trophy to Quentin Tarantino, signaling an endorsement of new indie cinema. Deneuve has navigated various forms of scandal throughout her decades-long career, embracing roles that have explored themes of transgression, from serial killers to femme fatales. She noted that while she is not a fan of overt nudity, it can distance one from the character. Her public stance reflects a complex navigation of progressive and reactionary politics. While historically advocating for causes like the Manifesto of the 343 and condemning the death penalty, her 2018 letter criticizing Me Too was later complicated by subsequent events, leading to a 2025 conviction for sexual assault, placing her in a contentious position. When reflecting on her collaborations, Deneuve singled out Gérard Depardieu as her best screen partner, describing his presence as making everything alive in the moment. She also expressed wistful longing for the era of watching dailies, noting that the shift to modern filmmaking has made the process less collective. Ultimately, Deneuve affirmed her enduring passion for cinema and the shared atmosphere of going to the theater, concluding that having such a life is a great fortune. All Rights Entertainment has secured wide international distribution for the martial arts sequel, IP Man, Kung Fu Legend, ahead of the Cannes film market. Wellgo USA is set to release the film in North America on July 14th. Distribution deals are extensive, covering key territories including German-speaking markets via Splendid Film, Italy and the UK through Play on Pictures, Latin America with A2 Distribuidora de Films, the Middle East and North Africa with Fars Filmco, Turkey with Chantier Films, Russia and the CIS with Exponenta, Indonesia with Cinema 21, Korea with Entermode Corp, and India and the Indian subcontinent with MVP. Negotiations are currently underway for further territories, specifically France and French-speaking Africa. The project marks a return for director Lee Liming, who previously directed the preceding installment. Dennis to reprises his role as the Wing Chun Grandmaster IP Man, a character he has played in previous works including Herman Yau's IP Man, The Legend is Born, and Jeffrey Lau's Kung Fu League, having trained under IP Man's son. Wellgo USA is co-producing the film alongside Chinese entities, Beijing Huiyang Film and Television Media Co. and Dingyang Square Media Co., in collaboration with All Rights Entertainment. The cast is bolstered by Zhou Xiaofei, who has appeared in films such as Wong Kar-wai's The Grandmaster, The Karate Kid, and IP Man 4, The Finale, alongside Stephen Das from Chinese Zodiac, Man of Tai Kai, and The Wandering Earth 3. Zhang Tingfei rounds out the ensemble, known for his work in films like Zhang Yimou's Coming Home and The Listener. Sun Fei is responsible for choreographing the action sequences, drawing on experience from productions such as Warriors of Heaven and Earth, Feng Xiaoging's The Banquet, and IP Man, Kung Fu Master. Market screenings for the newly completed English-language version are scheduled for May 13th and 14th during the Cannes Film Market. This move by the Paris, Hong Kong, and Los Angeles-based sales company signals continued international momentum for the IP Man spin-off franchise, which maintains strong global appeal. The original IP Man franchise, spearheaded by Donnie Yen, has established itself as an iconic 21st-century martial arts series, blending stylized action with historical drama to explore themes of Japanese occupation, post-war Hong Kong, and evolving Chinese identity. The saga, spanning 4 main films and numerous spin-offs, has achieved critical success and box office triumphs, significantly boosting Yen's international status and revitalizing the kung fu genre. This new spin-off, featuring Dennis too, carves a more traditionalist path within the martial arts biopic space by focusing on a younger, more humble portrayal of the Wing Chun master.